My name is Anupama Godakanda. I'm a 52-year-old woman living close to a place called Kuskama in Avisavela. I am a teacher by profession and a writer, a part-time writer, but neither teaching nor writing can be called my chief occupation. Most of my time is taken by keeping the bodies and souls of 10 dogs alive. So whatever else that I do is peripheral to that. Okay, some people have called me a racist, an anti-capitalist, and an anti-feminist, probably by what they have read in what I say and what I write. So it is up to you to decide whether you want to call me that, or you want to believe that, or to believe something else. No hard feelings. So far I have published 3 books. One, a combination of poetry and short stories, then and 2 poetry collections. My first novel is about to be published by Godakanda Publishers. But the book that I'm going to read from was also published by Godakanda. The cover of the book is this. Okay, so the first one that I would like to read is Hera Restored. Some have said that there is a lot of classical allusions in my writing, and that makes it a little bit hard for them to understand. But then that is what I am. Since I was small, I was interested in mythology, mainly Western or Roman mythology, or Indian mythology, or Sri Lankan mythology. That was something that I was deeply interested in as a child. I have to thank my grandfather for that, for making his library available to me. Some of the earliest stories I have read as a child were myths. So the first poem that I would like to read to you is Hera Restored. Hera, as you know, is the wife, if you can call her that, the queen of the chief god of Greek mythology. So there is a constant struggle going on between Hera and Zeus, and there are a lot of interpretations on that. Some like to read it as a struggle between matriarchy and patriarchy. So let's read the poem. Hera restored to her rightful throne. Her flowing golden locks shone and dyed a skull cap. Her trailing robes of the myriad hues of the tropical twilight sky, torn away in disgust, for they were done to pleasurous spouse with ever-roving eyes. Trussed up in nondescript grey, she rules the world of men and, in extension, of the alien and the enslaved. Niobe, Koanna, Diana, and Monica cringe in terror of their certain fate. That is Emily. She's spying on my neighbors. So the next poem that I would like to read. Oh, on that, right? There, I would like. I have tried to mix my own personal experiences of women at the top with the myth. Let's move on to the next poem. The third poem in my selection. I'm a racist. It is actually after this poem the collection is named. I'm a racist. I hold you of me and mine, dear, unhesitantly. until you prove otherwise. I hold you who are not of me and mine, dear, hesitantly, unless you prove yourself to be too dear. So, in classical philosophy, there is something called a chain of being that allows a person to locate himself. That is, there is a hierarchy. There is you, and there is a place where you belong to, which makes living rather very uncomplicated, less stressful. You consume less antacid tablets, I guess, that way. So then, you know, for me, my chain of being is, of course, I, and then my family, and then the clan that I belong to, and then my country, and the rest of the world. That is how my horizons are grown. These days, people are quite very global, and as a result, I feel that they are rootless. They float about, unanchored. So that is. I'm just responding to that feeling of groundlessness that I see in people. The third poem I would like to read is Truth and Reconciliation. Once again, there is a lot of talk on truth and reconciliation these days. So whose truth are we talking about? As students of humanities, we know truth is somebody's truth. There is no the truth out there that is, asocial, apolitical, something that is pure in itself. It is somebody who is powerful that privileges a particular variety of truth, and we consent to believe that to be the truth. Right? And reconciliation. Right? We can't force reconciliation on anybody. You can't hold a gun and say, okay, reconcile. It should come from within. So let's see, Truth and Reconciliation, 13th poem, by number, I guess. Let's face it, shall we? We have never been friends, despite what they say down here at the center, but never up there. A few of us, yet not postmodernized or neoliberalized from our ancient shackles, have noted. Mothers unknowing still scare our young to sleep singing. Omne babo bilu benevo andene mai allenego. 8 centuries at least into the future. Then they came with the Trinity, booze, bread, and the book. We fight and fall by the thousand, our tongues, land, and women no more ours. They shake hands and make up with the dredge that creeps out of the woodwork. A swap of a few wraps of an imperial blade and keys. Mango friends they are, swaggering through the back doors of the new halls of power, built on the rubble of our ancient courts. You come in by the thousands, load over us, cut out nooks and crannies among us, and push us out. Step up shop, suck us dry. Our women to wash your pots, to lie down and spread their legs, for your sons to plow, your table scraps, for our young and your faithful dogs to be shared at your feet unequally. Our men to break their backs in your service, for an unseen coin, a slug of the new hot stuff, a sniff of the lotus land, in plantation, factory, and mine, unresisting. Today we stand bemused, our pride trampled on once again. Yet another ape with its tail on fire, a wife killer, a backstabbing brother. Dare we fight back, reclaim? You cry foul even before the thought is fully armed, run crying home across the strait and the seven seas. Bring back the united paternal wrath on our naked heads. Twist birds, beat us at a game. We had been mostly spectators, if at all had we been there. Yet we are stuck here together, with you nowhere to go, trapped, you the bait in your own hunt. The sacrifice for the ambitions of a few to rule over you, and maybe even us, and we, cornered, pressed to the wall by the collective guns of the North, of those across the Poke, and of the West, gather our baffled wits by bits and pieces yet again to fight back. Mark, still, as always, we are ready to offer that hand in friendship and open our doors and heart to you in brotherhood, if you would do the same and lay down your guns of flesh and steel once and for all. Thank you.